Thank you, Simeon. Thanks for the introduction on the program. So, as part of this program, this partnership, DMP 2024 dedicated mentoring, we got an opportunity to collaborate with this institution, who's doing a lot of work in encouraging open source development and contribution to the DPGs, which will help in laying DPI, the digital public infrastructure. Without going too much onto that side of things, I want to give a chance to 3 of our contributors to talk about what they did, the learnings, experience, and how we can build on that for the future, and also some learnings as well. So Devarsh, Pratap, and Suchita, so we applied. The way it worked was the DMP team did a great job of organizing this. They had a very methodical approach. We were to give issues for them, 3 issues, 3 projects with very detailed requirements, outcomes, goals, milestones, things like that. And there was a pool of about 1,000 developers who went through those, picked up the issues they liked, applied for it, went through 2 rounds of interviews. I was able to interview twice, and then the DMP team did as well. And we got a chance to recently showcase that at one of the events as well. Devarsh worked on enhancing our participation tools, like the now we call ITK, the core test harness, primarily on-premise deployment of these tools as well. And then Pratap worked on developing a demo for the PISP use case. We had a good PISP use case, but the demo there was something we thought could use enhancement. And then Shuchita worked on some community tools that we use to generate GitHub metrics, the software bill of materials we talked about. She worked on that, and various things as well. So why don't we go to them? And I want them to touch on a few things. We'll go round robin to each of them, and I'd like for them to address each of those. Devash, maybe we can start with you. Can you please maybe briefly introduce yourself and then talk about your project, your work, and yeah, you can be free to share your learnings, lessons, and maybe any recommendations for future contributors as well.
Yeah. So many questions you asked, Sam. So I will get started with my introduction, Sam. And I am a recent graduate, and what I used to do is like I go to meetups and attend sessions, and now I am able to tell everyone that I am able to guide everyone. I'm able to mentor everyone because I had till now I had done 3 internships, means one as a cloud and DevOps intern, one as a front end developer intern, and my latest internship was at Mojaloop Foundation, which I am very proud about, and that's all about me. Means yeah, should I tell you that what I'm currently doing? Means.
Can you touch on the project you did as part of the DMP program? And then later we'll go to what you're doing now. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So what I had done on while my internship, I was completely focused on participation tools. And to be very precise, I was working on core test standards repository. And I was working on the increasing the efficiency, means so that the resources will use less. And so I was particularly working on core test standards repository and working on a Docker Compose file to increase the efficiency and to decrease the time specifically. So I decrease the time, increase the efficiency so that the resources will the resource usage will be less, and ultimately the business will grow. So that's what my focus was while I was working on that project. And I had also worked on other repositories too. And yeah.
Thank you, Devash. I appreciate the outcome of the project. Pratap, are you on the call? We can come to Pratap if it's not able. Shuchita, maybe can you give a brief introduction and then cover what you did as part of the DMP program?
Yeah, sure. I'm Suchita. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here first. So, I'm a final year student of computer science and engineering in Hyderabad, India. During the course of DMP, I have contributed to the software bill of materials project. So, a software bill of material is essentially an inventory of all the components, libraries, and dependencies within a software application. It plays a vital role in ensuring transparency, managing vulnerabilities, and maintaining compliance standards. So, first, on software bill of materials, we started off by using a tool called Cyclone DX Generator to generate software bill of materials. And then the later steps was just to convert it into formats that are handy and feasible. So yeah, I had a wonderful time here and got and learned a lot of technical stuff and also understood how large scale things and real time projects work. And yeah, I'm really grateful for all of that.
Thank you, Shuchita. Looks like Pratap is not yet here on the Zoom. So we'll continue with the next question. So Devarsh, and Shuchita, of course, both of you, thank you for your contributions. But I'm more thankful that you found Mojaloop interesting and are on board with the goals of financial inclusion, what Mojaloop is doing in the DPI space. So, Devarsh, maybe you first. Can you share what you're doing now with Mojaloop, even as an unpaid intern, if I can say that?
So thank you so much, Sam, for telling me that unpaid intern. So, but it's very exciting to work at Mozilla Foundation. Means I'm continuing my journey at at Cortez Standards itself. And now what we are thinking is like in Cortez Standards, by writing a single command, what we are trying to do is we will boot up multiple services. Like till now, we are booting up multiple services like TTK test, TTK provisioning. We are getting that final report and everything. But now what we are thinking is like to integrate the finance portal also to integrate the monitoring tools too. Means by writing one command, what we are going to do is like we will get the final report also, which we were getting earlier, and also the finance portal will also be merged so that we can see the positions UI, the transfers, along with what we are seeing. Means with the final report, with TTK provisioning, we will be seeing the finance portal too. Also, we will be monitoring also means we will be monitoring that what's happening and like we will see the Grafana interface, visual representation of Grafana and Prometheus also. So that's what I am currently working on now on means the FX implementation branch. If I want to be specific technically, we are working on FX implementation branches.
Thank you, Devash. To give some context to the audience, so we have several tools at different levels. So core test, the testing toolkit, we have the on-premise deploy version of PM4ML, and then we have Helm charts, we have infrastructure as code. So these are different levels with increasing level of complexity to deploy Mojaloop. The very basic ones are for development, QA, some testing, and maybe demonstration. But as we need more higher level environments for testing and security elements as well, we use the Helm charts with the security elements deployed and then IAC infrastructure as code as well. So thanks for your work in that space to help onboarding contributors easily and to help the demo tools as well. Uh, yeah, finally, we'll come to your learnings and anything that you want to recommend for upcoming contributors as well. Shuchita, can you talk about your experience, but also highlight what you're doing currently with Mojaloop, even as the DMP program ended?
Yeah. So currently at Mojaloop, I'm continuing my contributions to the software bill of materials project. So right now, my primary focus is on identifying deprecated dependencies within a repository and integrating this process into the CI pipeline. So that we can monitor which dependencies are deprecated and how many of them we have to update. In addition to this, I also worked on a proof of concept about post-quantum cryptography. So this project explored the generation of cryptographic signatures designed to withstand potential attacks by quantum computers, ensuring future-proof security.
Thank you, Shuchita. Yeah, can you add a bit more on what we did with the DA and the post-quantum signature
Uh,
generation algorithms? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so we presented at the DA and we got good feedback from them. Right now, there's an issue open on that, and yeah, which can see what we can do for in the future about this. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, to give some context again on that second issue. So, like that there has been news about some teams breaking the traditional cryptographic algorithms that are used using post-quantum based computing mechanisms like servers. It's not widespread yet, and it's not generally available, right? But at the Mojaloop Foundation and Mojaloop technical community, we wanted to be prepared for when the time comes, when NIST and the various reputed institutions make the recommendation to start using post-quantum cryptography. We want to be prepared. And as part of that, we wanted to do a proof of concept on how do we use post-quantum algorithms for the signature generation and verification that we use. So we were able to do a proof of concept and get it reviewed at the DA. So when we do make the change, I don't foresee that it's going to happen in the next PI, but whenever it happens, we have a proof of concept ready and we can make the jump very quickly and easily. Thanks for your work there. Finally, last question from my side. Maybe because we have time, we can even see if any of the audience here wants to have a chat with you or ask any questions. But before that, I want to ask, do you have any lessons for Mojaloop or for future contributors? Devarsh, anything you
Yeah,
want to
so
recommend? Go ahead.
yeah, so it means talking about my learnings is like it was great at Mojalo, working at Mojalo Foundation. I had learned a lot of things from you, from Tulo, from Vijay, from Paul Baker, from Nathan, and after connecting with so many peoples, I got to know that along with technical skills, we need to focus on communication skills too. So if I am focused on my technical skills only, and I am not very fluent on my communication skills, then it will be a little bit very frictionful if, while connecting with someone. So it will utilize their time also and my time also. So for future contributors, what I recommend is like to communicate more, to interact more, to ask the questions more, so that the time of yourself and for the mentor also will save. So uh, that's all I had learned from this my journey. And for future contributors, I want to say this only.
Thank you, Devarsh. Yeah, thanks for being such a valuable contributor, but also it's good to know that how you learned and developed through this. Suchita, over to you.
Yeah, yeah, I truly had a wonderful experience here and I enjoyed every part of it. I learned a lot of stuff. I was just in third year when I joined, and then basically all of my experience has been through this internship. I learned a lot of technical things, and then also I'm very grateful that I got a chance to work with experienced professionals. Yeah, everyone has been very inclusive and helpful, and I'm grateful for that. Also, to future contributors, I would highly recommend everyone joining Mojaloop because it's a very good mentorship here. The guidance is invaluable, and also you get to connect with a lot of like-minded people. So
Thank you, Shuchita and Devarsh. In the crowd, actually, we have Eddie and Elijah who went through similar phases, but are now like they are getting into that veteran status as well, contributing and being involved with Mojaloop. So before we wrap up, Simeon, I think we were able to close this early to help you keep your promise of ending this by 12:30. But before that, can I ask if anyone has any questions for Sujita and Devash? Unfortunately, Pratap dropped off for probably because of some issues, so we couldn't get his input. But I want to see if anyone has a question or anything you want to share. Elijah, please.
Thank you so much, Sam, and thank you so much, the Russian Shutita. Um, my question to you is around, whether you'll keep around and keep contributing to the project, because I think it's very important that, the new contributors also stay around, but also keep on growing in the community, because I know for a fact that there is a lot to learn, but also incredible opportunities for employment and career growth. So my question to you is, I know DMP, of course, compensated you, but will you be able to volunteer, continually and make, progress the project? That's my question.
Devash, do
Yes.
you want to touch on that?
Yeah, no doubt. There is no doubt. Yeah, I will happy to volunteer. There
Okay.
is no doubt. Yeah, I will continue working at Mojalo.
yeah,
Suchita.
same with me. I would love to continue and get another chance to volunteer and do something. Yeah.
You raise a very good point, Elijah. Thank you. Because Mojaloop, I think, is can be looked at in both ways, at the micro level and the macro level, where you want to stick to a particular service, technology, and contribute in that area. But also at a macro level, it's vast. The surface area is huge. There are lots of things to learn. The domain knowledge for some of the things needed is not trivial. So anyone who has been introduced to the community and who started making valuable contributions, we don't want to lose them. That's a very good question. Thanks for asking that. And that's what we are asking with some of our partners as well, if they can develop longer programs. So the DMP program was supposed to be for 8 weeks. Obviously, Shushita and Devarsh here have gone for a very long period than that. But I agree, like we're asking for 6 year to year-long program, so that even if it takes a few weeks to get onboarded, there'll be time to see their efforts be fruitful. Thank you. Any other question? If not, I think, Simeon, we are ready to wrap up for today. So we are continuing our efforts. Obviously, Devash and Shushita became Mojaloop community members now, and I think we will see them for some time. No pressure. But also we are working with Code for GovTech to see if they have any further opportunities, which will work, and we'll work with our foundation staff internally and see if we can develop a partnership with them into the future. Any comments? If not, yeah, Simeon, over to you. Thank you. Thanks for your contributions again. And I also want to thank Samagra and Code for GovTech.
Thank you. Thank you very much.